Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Paulie Jr. here. It's September 25th, 2018, and today we're going to take a look at a new video of Unturned 2. This was uploaded by Nelson Sexton yesterday, and it is a look at the new vehicles in Unturned 2. Unturned 2, of course, is what Nelson is calling the new iteration of Unturned that he is developing right now. It is an absolute, complete rewrite of Unturned from scratch, and I'm really looking forward to it. This particular video is about 5.5 minutes long. He uploaded it yesterday, but it was unlisted, so I happened to see it on Twitter because I do follow Nelson on Twitter, and fortunately I got to see it because it didn't show up on my subscriptions on YouTube. But I watched it yesterday and it got me really excited for Unturned 2. So I'm going to put a link down below in the description that leads to this YouTube video. You can check it out for yourself and watch it. But we're going to go through it right now, frame by frame. We're going to listen to Nelson. He actually adds some commentary here. And then we're going to discuss all the cool new features in Unturned 2 as far as the vehicles go. Now, before we get started and take a look at this video with Nelson, I want you to understand that this is a very early alpha or prototype or whatever you want to call it. This is not the finished product, so it's not going to make sense for us to complain about things that are missing or bugs or wackiness, whatever it might be. There are definitely missing textures. The animations are not complete yet. There's a lot of details still missing, but you're going to see a ton of new stuff that will absolutely blow your mind anyway. So just keep that in mind. It's still early. Things are still going to change, so don't fret about those little things that you might catch here and there that don't look right or sound right, so forth and so on. All right, without further ado, let's get started.
One of the big new features is that you no longer just teleport into a seat in the car. This is something that I spent a bit of time working on since it requires a lot of changes in a lot of places. If you get into the car, you can actually see your character getting into the seat, and same for getting out. These animations still need work, but it smoothly animates you into a position where you can get in and out of the car. And I think this will...
Okay, stop. Thanks, Nelson. Did you see that? The car doors actually open. So you have to open the car door, climb in, and when you want to get out, you have to open the door and climb back out again. That is absolutely awesome. So instead of just teleporting in like before. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Make it so you can't as easily just avoid shots teleporting around inside the car and make it feel a little bit more immersive getting in and out. You can also hear the doors opening and closing, as well as when you're inside the car, you can't hear the engine as much.
Yeah, that's cool. The cars in regular Unturned are super loud, even when you're inside them. But in Unturned 2, as Nelson just mentioned, it'll be loud on the outside, but a little more muffled on the inside, assuming the windows are up. In the game Jalopy, if you have your windows up, it's the same thing. The engine's nice and muffled, but if you roll the windows down, it gets louder. So there are no windows in here yet. Nelson did mention that in the beginning of the video. I actually didn't get that part in my video, but he did mention that the windows are not in yet. They will be added eventually. So I'm wondering if they will also muffle the engine sound when the windows are up, but not when down. I don't know, but we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, Nelson, take it away.
Then once you're inside the car, you can actually see, well, obviously this needs some work too, but you can see that your hands properly snap to the wheel, whereas in 3, in a lot of cases, they're kind of trying to follow the wheel, but you can see gaps and stuff. But now they use IK to stay on the steering wheel, as well as when you look around.
Did you see that? That's so cool. Well, first of all, you're going to have 2 hands firmly on the wheel, and they look like they're really gripping the wheel. And that's important. Safety first, right? 2 hands on the wheel, put the smartphone down. But that right there is epic. So you turn around, and your head turns with you, and you put your arm up on the other seat to spin around and look back. Very cool.
Your character is no longer just looking forward. You can see yourself, well, that needs, pretty much everything here still needs work, but the general premise of now you can see which way people are looking. And
that's a great point. So now when you're in the car, or when a player is in the car, their character's head swivels based on where they're looking. Really slick.
Presumably when you're aiming out of the car, you can, lean out and shoot, or
Did he just say lean out and shoot? Yes, he did, because he does mention in the dev log, and I'll put a link to that down below as well, where he wrote some stuff up. He does say that you'll be able to use single-handed items while driving. So like a handgun, for example, you'll be able to do like drive-bys.
There's also the feet animations where you can...
What? Check it out. He's using his right foot to press on the brake and the gas. That's awesome.
Press the brakes and press on the gas. So then you're probably wondering, how is the actual driving?
Yes. Yes, we are. And there he goes. Skirt! There's a skirt sound with smoke and dust particles, and the brake lights come on. Very, very cool.
That's another thing, is I really want all the different physics elements of the game to interact really nicely. So there's the different effects for driving through things. You can see some leaves popping up off the car there, as well as dirt and grass getting kicked up off the tires here.
So yeah, Nelson does mention that there's going to be different particle effects for different types of surfaces and even different sounds. So when you're on coarse roads or surfaces like dirt, grass, rocks, you'll see some particles get kicked up, and you'll have that gravelly sound or some kind of a sound with the wheels making contact with that rough surface. All right, continue.
So these aren't the real ground materials, but they make it higher contrast to see these effects. You can also hear the tires traveling on the surface. So if I stop, you can hear just the idle of the engine. The engine audio, I think, needs more samples as well, so that's going to need some tuning. But for role players, you can also signal in the car, which is something I don't think I've seen a game do before, or at least not a game like this. So you can actually use the leaning keys when you're in the car. Now I'm signaling left. You can see both the lights on the car.
Say what? That is so cool. I love it. That is going to be great for role play. You're going to have whole towns, people driving around and not using the right blinker, or maybe not using blinkers at all, because that's how it is in real life. But at least you have that opportunity to try.
You can also, of course, turn the headlights on and off, which are nice and bright now. And when you're braking, the bright lights get brighter. And when you're reversing, the reverse lights go on.
Okay, that is also sick. So first of all, we have headlights back. That's great, and they look like super bright halogens. So maybe they'll be a little brighter than they were in the old game. But the fact that there's brake lights and reverse lights independent of each other is absolutely epic. I have to see that again. Let's see that again, Nelson.
The bright lights get brighter, and when you're reversing, the reverse lights go on. So detail of everything's gone up. You can also see the tire tracks right now are very colorful. That's from trying to figure out the right values for when you're drifting and it
blah, 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 dev speak, blah, 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 blah.
use those tire smoke effects, which should only...
Basically what he's saying is those colorful trails behind the car will not be in the game. It's just there for development purposes.
Be on asphalt, I think. On the grass and gravel sort of surfaces, I think maybe they should kick up some more particles. Another thing I was thinking about...
This is where Nelson gets into talking about some details that are not necessarily in the this iteration that he's showing us, but basically the trunks will open up, kind of like Miss Survival, right? That's going to be really cool. You'll see the animation, the back will open up, and you can put stuff in the trunk. He also mentions pulling off the license plate, which is not in the game right now, but he wants people to be able to pull the license plate off for like role play purposes. I don't know if they'll be interchangeable or if you can just take it off, but that's something that he wants to do. And he also is talking about having unique car keys for each vehicle. So you're not just going to hop in and unlock it or lock it and so forth. You're going to have the proper keys for it. So if you do encounter a locked car, you're going to have to locate the actual keys, or you can still break in, I imagine, with the Steely Wheelie. But each car will have a unique set of keys somewhere on the map. I'm not sure how he's going to handle all that, but that sounds pretty awesome. So don't lose your keys, or you might lose your vehicle if somebody finds them. All right, let's let Nelson go on here.
To make this as good as it can be. Thanks for watching.
Yes, it'll be awesome, Nelson. Thank you very much. I am super excited for this, guys. This video came at the right time because I've been playing Unturned for so long, and I've been waiting for Unturned 2, and I know you guys have been as well. I thought that this was going to be out sometime during the summer. That's clearly not going to happen. So it's great to see this progress right here, and not only see the progress, but get this outstanding video of the detail that Nelson is putting in just for the vehicles, the animations and the sound, the signaling, the trunks, the engine revs when accelerating, the skirt sounds, the dust clouds. Absolutely epic, and I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I keep watching this video over and over just to hear Nelson's silky smooth voice, and also watch the car drive around and skirt and the brake light. I don't know, it's just amazing. I really can't wait. So anyway, there you go, guys. That's the update video. Again, I'll put a link down below in the description. You can check out Nelson's video in full without me adding commentary. Did you see him leaning out the car? Look at this. So yeah, you're gonna have one hand free, which you shouldn't do, by the way. No hands free. You should have both hands on the wheel, Nelson. This is promoting unsafe driving practices, probably illegal in some states. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm very excited for this, guys. I can't wait for Unturned 2. We are going to hit it hard when it comes out. Hopefully I'll get my hands on it during alpha, beta stages, whatever, and show you guys some new content that Nelson's been working on. He did mention he was going to provide me with something early so we can take a look. But, well, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed. And again, the links will be down below to the actual devlog and this video if you want to watch it in full without me chatting in the background. So, once again, see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Bye-bye.